Hey guys, Scott from Aristocob.com here.
And Seth from MarkwoodMen'sBreakfastClub.com.
And together, the three of us, we're Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Welcome, boy. Welcome to you as well for Tobacco Advent 2014, day 23. Man, are we counting down or what?
I think we're counting up, actually. It's the way that works.
It is almost time to go to CVS and do some shopping.
I know.
Oh, my gosh.
Tomorrow, or 2 days.
It's getting close.
2 days.
So,
this whole day being one off from the actual date is driving me crazy.
Next year, we're not doing that.
No.
Piper McGee.
No. Thanks for the suggestion.
Yeah.
Tried it.
Not going to happen.
Too complicated.
All right. So,
hey, I started a new job today.
Oh. You did or do?
I do.
Later today?
Well, I haven't. I'm not there yet, but yes.
All right. Well, good.
Yes. I got to...
Good luck with that, son.
Thank you. I'm sure I'll tell you more about it sometime.
You should.
Yeah.
You should.
But I'm excited about it.
I'm excited for you.
I have left working at the high school, and I'm now going to be managing a part of a plumbing company. Well, yeah. It's weird.
What?
I know. It's left field. They need someone that can help teach and train the technicians, and someone that can help manage people, and I can do that even though I don't know anything.
You don't know a thing about plumbing?
Nope. So they
teaching
need
and training is not the plumbing. They have those skills.
That's it. Yep, they have that, but some of the people skills, selling skills, there will be sales stuff involved, dealing with customers involved, and teaching them new things. Like, it's cool. A plumbing company that all of the technicians have iPads, and they are using new technology to streamline processes, and they take a lot of pride in not showing plumbers cracks and having uniforms and being nice. They, when they go, before they go into someone's home, they put booties on, just trying to ramp up the customer service to the next level.
Is there like an iPlunge app?
Yes, you pull up the app, you stick your phone down, and it might unclog your toilet once.
Yeah, is that download or
upload? So I'm excited. I start that today. I'm sure that I will get to tell you more about it as I know more about it.
Congratulations! Obviously, I've known about this, and that's really exciting. We are tickled that Seth has found something that sounds like it's going to be such a great match for him. So, all right, here we go. Day 23. The cornament will go to Northern Bohemian.
Hey!
All right, read what John sent us, and LJ Peretti 333.
He said, "Hi guys, here's some LJ Peretti 333 for Tobacco Advent. I think it's right up your alley. I hope that means Latakia."
No.
Oh, good.
No, smell it. Now, see, while I was at LJ Peretti, I picked up some 321, which I liked a lot. So
that is a weird cut.
I'm happy with their 300 series.
That's a pretty coarse.
Yeah. That's
looks
a cube.
Like rabbit
That's
pellets.
a cube. That's what they call that. Cube cut. All right. Do we want to Google that and see what?
Yeah.
Here, I'll Google. You load up.
All right.
Let's see what we can
It makes
learn.
me want to get my Rubik's Cube.
Let me light up with the official match from the official match case.
This is not terribly common. This cube cut, at least not in the
tobaccos that we've smoked.
That's what
I've known about it.
Yeah, it's not. I'm sure that it's not like super rare, but it's not. Of the things that we have smoked over the last year, almost 2 years, or a little over a year, it's not one that we run into very often.
Mm-mm. All right, LJ Peretti blend number 333. A splendid blend for those who like a fairly heavy tobacco. This is not aromatic, but it's full of flavor, very slow burning and cool. So that cube is kind of sort of like a flake. Sorry, real pipe tobacco aficionados, but kind of like a flake. And that, to me, flakes can be tough to light and keep lit, but once they're going, they're slow, and you want to just kind of sip them.
Yeah.
If you really force these things to burn, you're going to get tongue back. Let's see. Strength is medium. Flavor very mild. Taste medium. Pleasant room note.
What did we think of yesterday's tobacco?
Yesterday's tobacco, that was the Eileen's Dream. I thought it was all right. I mean, that to me, again, was... that was the one that had all the casings and things that were sort of making an Irish cream out of it.
The broth. What was it? The frothy...
Froth, and...
the frothy Irish cream with the vanilla beans and the something cocoa paste.
All right, for me it was overly cased. And I didn't realize when we first read about it that all those flavors together were making it kind of an Irish cream flavor. And traditionally, I can tell you this about me, I don't like Irish cream or Irish cream flavored tobaccos. So I would have known that if I had done any research on it. But what'd you think? And again, my opinion is my opinion. If that sounds good to you, get some.
Honestly, with this stuff in my face now, I kind of forget. It was... I think it was stronger than it smelled like it was going to be, which was surprising to me. No, it was fine.
That was CAO is the brand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the absolutely least discriminatory taste when it comes to tobacco. I would smoke it again. It probably isn't going to be my first choice or my 10th choice, but I would smoke it again. I wouldn't be upset about it.
So on a scale of 1 to 1Q.
That is not my scale.
As we mentioned before, the Markwood men are not real fond of scales.
I don't know why. I don't know what you're talking about. I always get the high score.
All right. Oh, so here we go. This is a question that John would love. If you could have one Christmas wish, what would it be? And of course, you can't wish for wishes. You got to spend this wish.
Or true love, or bringing people back from the dead.
You got to spend this wish all in one place. What would be your Christmas wish?
It would be for the the new Star Wars movie not to suck. Because that's a concern.
Jar Jar coming back on that one, you think?
Oh my gosh. Have you seen the trailer for...
Yes, I did. Okay.
Have you seen...
Yes, I have.
Have you seen the trailer for the new Star Wars, The Force Awakens? J.J. Abrams has made it, so there's all sorts of jokes about lens flare. But what he has done is he's using 35mm film instead of digital film. He has used the miniatures like George Lucas originally did instead of all sorts of digital stuff. It looks great. The trailer looks awesome. You should check it out. There was a lot of kind of...
Let's link to the trailer. And let's link to the one that's making us laugh.
But what people have done, what someone has done, is they have taken the new trailer, which was released Thanksgiving Day, and they have made the George Lucas
re-edit
special edition cut of it, and it is as absurd as you can imagine.
Let's imagine that someone doesn't know what we're talking about and why we're referencing this, because the very first 3 Star Wars movies, which, as we know, were actually number 4, 5, and 6, George Lucas came back and he
fixed them.
Yeah, he fixed them because he had a vision that he wasn't able to put into the movies back in '77 and whenever the other ones came out in the '80s. And so he added all kinds of special effects to them when they were re-released. And most of us think that they're ruined. adding more CG animals,
replacing guns with walkie-talkies and adding all sorts of stuff. And one of the things that has upset the nerd community is
Han Solo.
They changed it so that Han Solo didn't shoot Greedo first, that Greedo fired first, which isn't the way it happened, which is why, if you're unfamiliar with the pulp culture meme, but you may have seen it on a t-shirt, Han shot first. That's because, screw you, George Lucas, Han shot freaking first. Also, when he changed all this stuff, they refused to re-release the movies in their original theatrical cut, so you can't get a hold of the movies as they were released in the 70s. You can only get this garbagey 1990s re-edit. One of the things, I think it may be rumored, but one of the things that Disney said...
That was the re-release just prior to the release of Episode 1,
right,
which is the world's worst version.
Right. We pretend it doesn't exist.
Yes, we do.
Because it adds,
what number?
It adds 0 to the story. It adds absolutely nothing.
As far as we're concerned, number 1 is number 2.
That's right. And so I feel like this Tobacco Advent is going to be a lot longer than we intended, because you got us down this rabbit hole. Way to go. Stupid question. So, they refused to re-release it. It's rumored that Disney is going to release the theatrical edition, because Disney now owns Star Wars. But, yeah, so he then went back, created episodes 1, 2, and 3, which are prequels to the originally released movies. And so, if you watch them in George Lucas's intended order, 1 through 6, you start with the most recent movies, having little Anakin in a pod racer, and then angsty, teenage, Twilight, vampire, whiny Anakin, and
finally getting his due in 3.
Right, and becoming kind of, you see him slip into the dark side and become more like Darth Vader, and then you start with what we know as Star Wars,
which is wrong, which is why we subscribe to the machete order, which is...
You watch episodes... So, and the reason why this order is different, the story that George Lucas has tried to tell is the story of Anakin Skywalker becoming Darth Vader and finding his redemption through fighting his son, basically. Being redeemed through Luke Skywalker. It's an alright story. Better story is if you watch Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, then Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Then you go back and watch Episode 2 and Episode 3, and then Episode 6. It's called the Machete Order. We'll put a link in the description for this as well. What this does, you don't even pay attention to 1, because literally it plays
no value.
0, nothing in Episode 1 adds value to the whole story. Doing these 5 movies in that order, the story is no longer the story of Anakin Skywalker becoming Darth Vader. The story is Luke Skywalker being afraid that he's going to end up like his father and turn to the dark side, which you see as a fear of his when he's on Dagobah with Yoda in Episode 5. So you watch Episode 4, Episode 5. You learn at the very end of Episode 5, spoiler alert, if you've never seen Star Wars, turn this off right now, that Vader is Luke's father. And then you see that, and then you go back and you watch how Anakin turned into Darth Vader. He turned to the dark side, which is something that you know that Luke has feared. So you see how he became Darth Vader.
Right.
And then...
And it doesn't screw up the whole love interest between Luke and Leia that then, you find out, and you're not watching, are you? You find out that they're brother and sister, which, if you watch it in the order 1 through 6, you find out that they're brother and sister when they're born.
Yeah, so
it's creepy then, right?
Right. Yeah, so you find out that they're brother and sister, and then you watch them make out.
There is another, right? You know who the other is.
Yeah. You watch them making out, right? All the way through Episode 4 and Episode 5, which is weird. It's creepy. And so those of you that grew up watching the original trilogy, the Episodes 4 through 6, you got to see the big reveal at the beginning of Episode 6 that, oh my gosh, they're siblings. That's a big deal. That would have been something that would have been shocking to you. And the new order that George Lucas has created ruins that. And so watching it in the Machete order, that's not ruined. You don't find that out until the end of the 4th movie that you watch. And then at the very beginning of the 5th movie you watch, it's revealed to you again.
So, if you have children who have not seen the Star Wars series, or if you've got grandchildren and you want to experience the joy of experiencing Star Wars, definitely watch it in the order that we just described.
Yes.
That's going to be in the description or a link to the
Yes.
Machete order.
Order. And what you can do, if you have young kids, let them watch episode 1, but don't include that as part of the story. Because kids love episode 1. They love Jar Jar Binks. They love the pod racing.
Yeah.
They love that part because it's the most kid-centric of all the movies. But when you really want to expose them to Star Wars, do it. You just skip that one. That's not part of the story. This is something different, kid. Just like you can watch the Clone Wars, the cartoon show. That's totally different. It's still part of the story, but it's not important. And then just let them watch those 5 movies back to back. So the movie number 7 is coming out December of 2015. It looks awesome. Watch the trailer, and then watch George Lucas's screwed up trailer. He didn't really do it, but they were just playing on that. That is my Christmas wish. What's yours?
Oh, that we would
Things
go
got
back.
real up in
That
this
we would
busy-
go back and film this episode in the normal manner and be done with it in 8 minutes. Oh, my Christmas wish. Really, it's boring. My Christmas wish is just, what every grandparent's wish is. I'd love for all the family to be together. I'd like everybody to be healthy and everybody to have a great Christmas. To me, that would be fun. I love being so close to my grandkids physically and emotionally close with my grandkids. I love experiencing Christmas through their eyes, and to be able to be together with all of my siblings and my parents and everybody in the family would be awesome. It's not going to happen, but that'd be my wish if I could make it happen. That would be great. So,
Good one.
anyway, short and sweet. What's your Christmas wish? Let us know about it in the comments below, or shoot your own video response. We'd love to hear it. Sorry this ran so long, but as you can tell, it needed to be said.
You don't bring Star Wars to a knife fight. You don't.
We'll see you again tomorrow.
All right. Have a great day.